Redskin Report. I'm Lena.
I'm Chase. There's a lot of news, so let's get right to it. Let's start off with the school announcements. Any senior that is planning on attending the senior trip needs to have their registration form and their $50 deposit turned in by Friday, December 10th. FBLA will be selling candy canes, $1 each or 6 for $5 during junior high and high school lunch each day through the 15th. Candy canes will be delivered on December 17th. Today there will be a Youth for Christ meeting during lunch. Thursday there will be an FBLA meeting. Friday there will be an art club meeting. There's a lot of meetings.
I can tell. Now let's get on to the headlines. You'll see news stories all the time about how the government is throwing away our money, but today we have a story about how they're literally throwing away our money. The Federal Reserve recently printed a whole new batch of $100 bills with new high-tech anti-counterfeiting features like a 3D security strip. There was only one problem. When they actually printed the bills, millions of them somehow got folded before they hit the printer. So they were all left with a blank strip running across the front. Overall, the government printed 1.1 billion bills, or $110 billion worth of currency. That's about 10% of the entire supply of U.S. currency, and the printing cost the government and taxpayers $120 million. And now, the government is going to have to destroy all the bills and throw them away because they're unusable. For now, the bills are sitting in a vault in Fort Worth, Texas, while someone tries to figure out a way to salvage them.
But it doesn't look like there's any hope. There are so many bills it would take 30 years to hand sort the good ones from the defective ones, and no one has come up with a machine that can handle the sorting.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
And now, a story that we've been covering for a while. The Levy Summit meeting has now been scheduled for Saturday, December 18th at 11 a.m. Elected officials, levy commissioners, and community leaders are being sent invitations, but the public is welcome to attend. Congressman Durbin and Costello both are expected to be there. Students and Preston District Levy Commissioners earlier this week spoke with Army Corps officials on the conditions of the levies and informed them of some of the problems with our local levies.
If you're hoping to buy one of the hottest gaming gadgets for this holiday season, you might find yourself out of luck. Many video game and electronic stores are reporting that they're sold out of Kinect, Microsoft's new motion control sensor that reads the movements of your entire body. Meanwhile, you can find Kinect on Amazon for less than $210. The device is supposed to retail for $150. Sorry. Motion-controlled gaming devices are certainly a popular item this holiday, with all three big gaming companies now offering their own variation on the physical gaming controls.
Microsoft reported selling 2.5 million of their Kinect devices in the first 25 days it was on the market, and reports of its scarceness have been slowly turning up ever since. When asked about the product's availability today, reps from Microsoft confirmed that shoppers may have a hard time finding them though they did not release any specific details.
And now over to the weather with your favorite weatherman, Levi Ford.
Thanks, Chase. Today it's going to be cold with a high of only 38. Now let's look at our 7-day forecast. Thursday we'll have a high of 46 and a low of 22. Friday we'll have a high of 50 and a low of 30. Saturday we have a possibility of rain with a high of 48 and a low of 35. Sunday it'll be a high of 34 and a low of 30. Monday it'll be a high of 31 and a low of 18. And Tuesday it'll be a high of 34 and a low of 19. Now let's look at our radar. Doesn't look like there's anything much going on here. Now let's take it over to Nolan with the sports.
Welcome to sports. The high school girls won last night again, and Kaylee scored her 1,000th point, so I'll make sure to give her a big high five. And the boys have a game on Friday against Joppa. Let's go watch them. Alright, now back to the desk.
Thanks, Big T. And now we have a video clip of Miss Schultz's class signing the Pledge of Allegiance for us.
Who was?
Go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And for the last story of the day, on New Year's Eve 2007, a 58-year-old woman by the name of Sherry Schooley of South Rockwood, Michigan, was having dinner with her husband at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant. At one point, she went to the restroom, and as she reached to grab some toilet paper, the metal cover of the toilet paper dispenser fell down on her hand. It looked like the dispenser was up, but it wasn't latched. It broke a bone, and now, 3 years later, even after surgery, she says she still can't use the hand. She even quit her job as an administrative assistant because she couldn't type anymore.
Oh, and she also said it ruined her bowling game. She had to switch to her left hand, which dropped her average from 140 down to a 95 or 100. So she wants to sue Texas Roadhouse. They wanted to have the lawsuit thrown out because they say it's crazy to assume they're liable for such a tiny detail like the way their toilet paper dispensers are latched. This week, the Michigan Supreme Court ruled that yes, Sherry can sue. The Chief Justice wrote, "There is no evidence that employees inspected toilet paper dispensers to see if they were closed." There's no word on how much money Sherry is suing for. And that's all the news for today, so be sure to tune in on Friday.
And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned.
And pennies aren't worth crap.
All that for the news. You like it a lot.
Okay.
Big time. Like it.
Let's go.
Meatball. For the day on New Year's Eve. Okay, what? Okay, take it back. What are we doing? What? You're saying the sign off.